Good afternoon. This is Jean-Yves Bach from Movex Innovation, and with me, my colleague, Sylvain. Movex Innovation has been manufacturing over 20 years electric track vehicles, which are remote control with wireless device. This afternoon, we're pleased to present to you the MINIDOZER M48 High Speed. To begin with, we'll go through the different components of the unit to start with the remote wireless controller. As you can see, the harness has been attached to the operator, which is wearing the safety hat and the safety glasses. There's the joystick and as well as the push button to open with a key the unit. We have two different toggle switch. The push button to put the machine in operation. We have two joysticks, one of which is for the operation of the dozer itself, moving forward or backward, or steering to the left or to the right. And the second toggle switch joystick is for the actual hydraulic system, lifting arm, as well as the hydraulic system for the bucket. As you can see, when it's going to the reverse motion, an alarm sounds to caution operators to be careful as the machine is on a backward motion. Then the next step will show you the battery powerhouse. In this unit, we have two battery sets. Each battery sets are 435 amp batteries, AGM, which means absorbing glass material, which implies no maintenance, no watering, and each are rated for 6 volts and are in series within the actual battery sets, each set containing 4 6 volts, 435 amps batteries. This unit requires 2 sets. The actual 2 sets provides a 24 volt DC power system, and the actual MINIDOZER M48 at nighttime is recharged with a standalone charger, which is for single voltage ranging from 110 to 235 volts, single phase. The actual recharge time is estimated about 10 to 12 hours at nighttime so that the machine could be fully operational in the following morning. Furthermore, we can remove the actual battery sets if the customer wants to have an extended operation mode, that is 2 shifts of 8 hours. Very simply put the lifting triangle on one battery set, and you could lift up with a forklift truck rated for 1,000 pounds, lift the actual battery sets, and replace with fully recharged battery set. This operation could take up to about 5 to 10 minutes, and then you're ready to go for another 8 hours of operation. The MINIDOZER M48 high speed has an autonomy of 8 hours when running at 66 feet a minute, but this unit allows also to high-speed performance up to 200 feet per minute, and the autonomy is reduced down to 5.5, provided that you run at the 200 feet per minute all the time. The next section will be the control panel in the rear. As you can come closer here and behind, we have light emitting diodes here showing you the operation of the track system moving forward, backward, left, and right. Also, in the rear section, we have 2 LED lamps allowing you to operate at nighttime or in dark areas. And we have also the same 2 LED lamps in the front. The machine is set up that when you move forward, the actual front lights are in operation, and when you go backwards, it automatically triggers the rear LED lamps. I'd like to bring your attention also to the features behind with the push button, the voltmeter, of which is also protected by a sort of like a bumper for the push button. And we've also added a bumper at the rear section, which will prevent damaging of the lights. As you can see, there's a lifting toggle eye bolt here in the rear, allowing you, the customer, to pull the machine when there's a power failure. The next step we'll move on is the hydraulic system. The first section is the hydraulic manifold, which is a series of valves, solenoid valves, which actually controls the actual operation of the electric motor and hydraulic pump, which then feed the lifting arm through this cylinder, and as well as the tilt up and down of the bucket. Please notify this bucket size is rated for 0.165 cubic yard. This is full extension, and you could bring it down. The oil tank is located in this compartment with the actual cap, which can be open, and it shows that the complete oil is contained there. Frequency of oil change is every about 1.5 to 2 hours, 2 years roughly. So many hours of operation, 2,500. Hydraulic also includes the filter systems and all the electrics powering the solenoid valves. Then we'll move to the power supply section, which is in this area. OK. On va faire le côté électrique. OK. You have here the circuit breakers, which are on and off, and also the plug-ins. At nighttime, these two plugs are removed, and the charger plugs are installed onto the machine for the recharge mode during the nighttime. Typically, as I mentioned, the recharge time is estimated 10 to 12 hours at night. We also have fans for cooling off the machine. In the instruction manual, we provide protocols for operation. We recommend that the operator take a 5-minute break every hour, and during lunchtime, a half an hour to an hour break to let the machine cool down. We'll put back, okay, the panel. If we look at the characteristics of the machine overall, if we come this way, the total length of the machine is 110 inches, and this MINIDOZER M48 high speed is 48 inch wide. Its weight is 3,300 pounds, so it's very sturdy. And as I said, the capacity of the bucket is 0.175 cubic yards. Options. Before we move, okay, we'll try to do the removal of the bucket to show you how simple it is. Please notify the sound level. This is very low noise level compared to diesel vehicles. We'll stop there. We'll remove the bucket, show you how easy it is to remove and put back the bucket itself. If we get closer, the operation to remove the bucket is removing the pins and the bolts, and simply backward afterwards. So the simple attachment system allows ease of installing buckets. And as maybe information, we do have other options for the bucket dimensions. This is a standard 0.175, and we could sell also the 0.25 cubic yard bucket, as well as scrapers. And also optional for the attachments, we do have elongated arms So we have multiple options available for the customers, and we can also provide blades as well for the customers. In some applications, such as mining, we do have also suction hose attachments, allowing the removed material with vacuum trucks. The MINIDOZER M48 is part of a family of MINIDOZERs. We have 3 different models available. We have the M27, which is smaller with a weight of about 2,700 pounds, and its weight is 27 inches wide. We also have the M39, which is 39 inches wide, and the M48. So we have 3 different width models available for customers depending on the application. For a mining application, the MINIDOZER is primarily used for retrieval of material located underneath conveyor belts. The conveyor belts may be underground or may be part of what we call the ore processing plant, where the minerals are transported and are crushed, are separated, are washed, dewashed, and concentrated. In those plants, you have multiple conveyor belts, and the advantage of the MINIDOZER, its low profile capability. It can remove underneath conveyor belts with a very limited height of 22 inches. The rear section is adjustable by simply removing the batteries. We can adjust 7 different positions, such as the rear section height could range between 22.25 up to 29 inches, providing you different height ground clearance on the unit itself. The MINIDOZER M48 has been used by multiple mining companies in the world, such as BHP, Vale, Antofagasta, as well as Rio Tinto. And this unit actually is sold to one of our customers, mining customers in Canada. The height clearance is about 36 inches from the bucket tilt maximum height, and different heights can be achieved also with elongated arms. The competitive advantage of the MINIDOZER for mining companies underneath conveyor belts are numerous. First of all, you can clean underneath the conveyor belt without stopping the ore processing plant conveyor belts, which basically allows mining companies to increase productivity, diminish as much as possible downtime, and also ensure secure operation of the cleanup underneath the conveyor belts of operators, such that the operators can operate the machine at a fair distance. It could be up to 5 to 10 to 15 feet, depending on the customer preference. This allows operations of cleanup underneath conveyor belts without stoppage, and more importantly, maximum safety for the operators. The other numerous competitive advantage of the MINIDOZER, it allows mining companies to lower their carbon footprint because this is an all-electric, and the cost savings are enormous. Typically, electric-powered vehicles have an efficiency in the low 70% versus the diesel internal combustion engine vehicles, which typically in the low 20s. That means that electric vehicles are 3 times as more efficient transferring electric power into mechanical power. This translates into very strong and very large cost advantage, specifically for fuel, because an equivalent internal combustion unit would cost maybe $20,000 to $25,000 just of fuel with the current fuel costs. So if you spread that over a 5-year period, diesel will cost you $125,000. Meanwhile, electric will cost you $8,000 one battery change. The other advantage of the MINIDOZER is its technology has a very low heat loss. That means we don't have any radiator, nor we have fans for the heat because the heat loss of an electric vehicle is about sub 3% versus internal combustion. That means you don't have any radiator fans, which generates dust, and that's not very healthy for the operator for breathing. So by having a vehicle with low profile, low cost of operation, safety advantage, this has been used more and more by mining companies for their ore processing plant for above ground as well as underground applications. We have, as I mentioned, different attachment we can supply, and we also have the ability to customize specific solution for customers. We have units in operation through South America, including Peru, Chile. We also are very active in other markets for the MINIDOZER. We sell that to the aluminum smelters around the world, and also for box culverts or what we call storm irrigation water systems as well. We'll show you the tracks, removal and belt tightening. As you can see, it's well designed. The expectancy life is about 15 years. We have units which today are still in operation after 15 years, and the cost of maintenance is very low. And we'll show you the tracks and as well as the belt tightening procedure. The regular maintenance is very straightforward. On a daily basis, check the belt tightening, clean up, and typically we recommend to use compressed air for cleanup if there's mud. And next year, we hope to bring to the market a new design which will allow cleanup with holes in water as well. So this design is sturdy, rugged, and it's in operation around the world. Wait. Yeah, we could go maybe to a higher speed to show you the speed range. Okay. So go to the maximum speed. Just right, the second speed. Then the third, then the fourth, that's the high speed, which is reaching 200 feet per minute or 3.6 kilometers per hour as well. And also notice the noise level, which is extremely low. This technology allows you to also do modification. The high speed has a CAN bus plug-in. We could supply a cable, interface cable, and could be connected with a laptop computer software so that the customer can adjust speed as he wish, acceleration, deceleration, and has also the optionality to add other features on the machine, such as GPS and other devices, so they have a monitoring control of the unit itself. We also have a customer in the construction, Topcon, which is developing an autonomous version of the MINIDOZER with camera system and GPS system to automate construction sites as well. This will conclude the Movex MINIDOZER presentation, and we'll be happy to answer any questions.